Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. Okay, first let me introduce ourselves. My name is Adrina Afika binti Muhammad Amzan Nizam. My number metric is 01DDT19F2032. Okay, next, my members group.
Okay. My name is Kairasa binti Muhammad Sanif. My metric number is 01DDT19F2079.
Okay, my name is Asma Atika binti Muhammad Rosnani. My metric number 01 DDT 19 F 2054.
Okay, today we want to discuss about professionalism behavior in working environment. So let's look what is professionalism. Okay, Asma, you can.
Okay, so this is professionalism. Professionalism is the conduct, behavior, and attitude of someone in a work or business environment. A person does have to work is a specific profession to demonstrate the important quality and characteristics of a professional. Professionalism lead to workplace success, a strong professional reputation, and a high level of work ethic and exactly. Okay, next.
Okay, this one is how to show professionalism behavior in working environment. So this the first one, develop a professionalism. Next, workplace ethic. Develop self-awareness. Be intellectual honest. Be punctual, and the lastly, build relationship. So let's look develop a professional image. Okay, Asma, you can go
So
your
this
point.
develop. Okay, so this develop a professional image. Project a professional presence and dress appropriately for your industry and organization. A good rules of thumb is to dress in the position for expect to have. So develop of professional image ni dia macam pemakaian kita untuk pekerjaan kita lah. Macam mana cakap ya? Dia macam contoh untuk bahagian office, tata tertib untuk pakaian dia macam dia kena nampak macam kemas, kena pakai macam kemeja and tie. Itu contoh dia lah. Okay, next. Okay, so this workplace ethic. Just as it is important to be ethical in everyday life. It is important to be ethical in the workplace. Ethic a moral principle that help you decide between right and wrong. Ethic are the unright rules that you refer to when figuring out how to make a good decision. When you find yourself off the crossroad between right and wrong, your code of ethics should lead you down the right path. Sometimes it's easy to do the right thing. The situation is black and white, and the ethical solution is obvious. Other time, the ethical thing to do is not so a view the solution may be hiding within some great area. In a situation like this, like that, the stranger your ethic, the easy it will be to make the right decision. So, etika ni adalah benda yang penting dekat sebuah tempat kerja lah. Untuk kita ikut, untuk kita tahulah etika yang baik kita kena ikut, dan etika kita tak boleh buat benda yang kita elok lah. Maksudnya macam ada peraturan dekat dalam sebuah pekerjaan yang kita buat tu. So benda tu kita kena follow lah. Untuk benda tu macam mencerminkan kita punya attitude dalam tempat kerja kita. So next.
Okay, next I will continue. Okay, develop self-awareness. Okay, learn to manage your emotion and gain awareness of your emotional triggers so you can manage your reaction positively and productively. Accept and reflect on feedback to assist as you learn and grow. So dekat sini maksudnya develop self-awareness ni kita kena pandai maksudnya emotion, macam kita punya perasaan. Lepas tu macam kalau kat tempat kerja tu mestilah ada rasa stres apa semua kan. Okay, dekat situ kita kena pandai jaga kita punya mainan emosi kita kat tempat kerja. So bila kita dah pandai jaga tu, so kita boleh bagi macam reaction positively tu, maksudnya kita dah pandai jaga emotion kita, so environment kita jadi positif. Sebab kita dah boleh jaga emotion kita. So kalau kita datang tempat kerja macam marah-marah, aku nak marah itu, nak marah ini, semua orang nak marah. So jadi benda tu jadi macam tak apa-apa nak best lah nak bekerja. Orang sekeliling kita pun tak suka kita. So pentingnya develop self-awareness ni supaya sekeliling kita jadi macam orang lain seronok nak bekerja dengan kita. So kat situ pentingnya develop self-awareness ni. Okay, next one. Okay, the next one is be intellectual honest. Okay, if you do lose your temper at work at some point, the professional thing to do is apologize and walk back in the situation to a point where less hate conversation can happen. Professionals are not afraid to take responsibility and admit when they are wrong before a situation gets out of hand, and colleagues will respect you for it. Okay, similarly, you should not be afraid to admit you don't have all the answer by saying, I don't know, or by asking questions. True professionals are always eager to learn new things and get a better understanding of what expected of them. So dekat sini maksudnya kita dekat tempat kerja jangan macam nak asyik nak marah je kat orang. Orang tu buat salah, lepas tu kita nak marah dia tanpa soal sidik. Lepas tu kalau kita nak marah dia orang boleh, tapi kena ada cara dia. Cara dia dengan kita tegur dia secara elok-elok. Jangan macam kau ni salah lah, tak boleh. Dia kena cara elok-elok. So macam salah ni mesti saya tunjukkan cara yang betul nak buat sesuatu macam ni lah. Kalau kita nak cakap elok. Lepas tu dekat sini dia tulis
Macam ada cara dia lah kalau nak tegur.
Betul tu. So masuk kat sini pula dia kata berbudi bahasa tu penting dalam tempat kerja. So orang lagi lah suka kat kita. So bila contoh kalau kita cakap kurang-kurang ajar, macam kasar bahasa apa semua tu, dia orang macam kurang respect kat kita. Sebab macam dia ni kita tak payah bekerja sama dengan dia. Dia orang, kita tak nak macam tu. So kat sini lagi ada satu lagi dia kata, you should not be afraid to admit you don't have all the answer by saying I don't know or by asking question. Kat sini contoh, kalau kita ni memang betul-betul tak tahu pun sekalipun, kita jangan cakap macam aku tahulah, macam jangan cakap macam tu. So macam contoh ada member macam kita buat satu dalam berkumpulan, lepas tu ada teammate kita tanya, awak tahu tak macam ni nak buat? Kita jangan, aku tak tahulah. Jangan cakap macam tu. Macam kita tanya dia kita kena tanya jawab lah elok. Macam ni, saya tak berapa nak pasti jawapan dia macam ni. Kita macam maksudnya jujur tapi dengan cara yang baik. Contoh kalau kita tak tahu pun, kita cakap lah, saya tak pasti jawapan macam ni. Cuba kita cari dekat macam ni, tanya orang lain ke, macam tu. So bila dah macam tu, orang akan macam, okay, saya cari lain. So macam orang lagi suka dekat kita, macam dia seronok nak bekerja dengan kita. So etika macam ni pun penting kat tempat kerja. Supaya environment kat tempat kerja tu lagi banyak positive vibe kat situ. Okay, the next one.
Okay, the next point is be punctual. Okay, be punctual is being on time, or punctual means being able to arrive, complete tasks and meet obligation at or by a designated time. That's mean of be punctual. So, di sini ada bagi tahu yang company schedule and resource are often tightly packed like dominoes, where all it takes is one out of whack tile to knock everything out of place. To get in the habit of being punctual, buffer your arrival times and deadline to give yourself leeway. Okay, kat sini example dia ialah, contoh dia, if you start time is 9 am, or if you have a meeting at 9 am, then arrive not later than 8:45. If you boss give you a project due date of none by Friday, aim to deliver an hour or so yearly. When you are on time, either for a work day or a meeting, or with completing to a project or task, it sends a message that you are dependable employee who knows how to manage time. So dekat sini dia macam berikan contoh yang baik kepada semua pekerja. Sebab bagi saya lah kan, dia tunjuk contoh yang baik tu bila dia tunjuk datang awal dengan macam sebelum poin yang atas tadi pun dia kata baju, etika apa semua tu, itu pun dah menunjukkan persekitaran yang positif. So orang pun akan rasa nak datang awal, nak buat sama macam orang lain buat. Macam tadi ada be punctual, lepas tu ada etika pemakaian dan sebagainya lah. Okay, itu adalah be punctual. Okay, next point is next point is build relationship. Network with colleagues, customer and client to build relationship, build professional, cordial relationship, works on team and collaborate effectively. So, kat sini kita ada banyak maksud good relationship dia. Contohnya, manage your boundaries. Okay, make time but not too much. Sometimes a work relationship can impair productivity, especially when a friend begins to monopolize your time. It is important to set your boundaries and manage how much time you devote to social interaction at work. That mean is kita adakan macam perjumpaan, macam bonding sama-sama. Daripada situ kita dah dekatkan, kita dah boleh build relationship. And then appreciate others. Everyone from your boss to the intern wants to feel that their work is appreciated. So compliment the people around you when they do something well. Praise and recognition will open the door to great work relationship. Maksudnya bila seorang tu buat kerja yang bagus, kita puji dia. Bagusnya buat ni, bagus, cepat hantar. Daripada situ kita dapat relationship lah dengan orang sekeliling. Okay, the last point is avoid gossip. Okay, dekat office politik and gossip can run workplace relationship. If you are experiencing conflict with someone in your group, talk to them directly about the problem. Gossip with others will only exacerbate the situation. Okay, so elakkan bergosip lagi-lagi tentang politik, tentang apa-apa je lah. Sebab benda tu kadang boleh menyebabkan tak sedap lah kalau kita buat dalam sesuatu kerja, sebab kadang boleh menimbulkan rasa iri hati ke apa ke bila kita dah start gosip kan. Tu adalah contoh dia. Good relationship. So
Okay, for the conclusion, professionalism can benefit both the company's reputation, moral and success, and your personal reputation. It is not only the individuals in leadership roles that need to show professionalism because you never know when you are being watched. You need to act how you would want someone who work for you to act. So maksudnya kat sini, kita perlu bersikap profesional dekat tempat kerja supaya yang paling penting kat situ kan bila nampak reputation maksudnya reputasi kita punya syarikat. Lepas tu moral tu maksudnya kita punya bila kalau dah kena mengenai dengan syarikat, so mesti orang pandang tinggi dekat syarikat tu kan. Sudah, oh syarikat ni semua pekerja dia bagus-bagus. Kat situ kita dia nampak. So bila dari situ orang syarikat kita akan menjadi berkembang. So dekat sini professionalism ni amat penting supaya syarikat-syarikat lain macam orang pandang tinggi dekat kita, dekat syarikat kita. So benda ni penting. So kita kena perlulah ada 6 yang tadi yang saya cakap yang tadi tu, kesemua tu perlu ada supaya kita punya reputasi akan jadi baik lah. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.
Thank you.